Hi, Dr. Bland. My name's Amelia Calder, and this is Marshall Johnson. And today he's going to be substituting "sa" for "sh." So say ship.
Sip.
Say shoe.
Sue.
Perfect. So to elicit the SH sound, we're going to start with progressive approximation. So we're going to start by saying "t," like the last sound in cat. So say cat.
Cat.
Good. Now we're going to add an S to the end. So we're going to say cats.
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 Good. Now we're going to make it more of a CH sound. So catch. Catch.
Catch. Catch.
Good. Now we're going to just elongate the CH sound. That last sound, we're just going to make it longer. So catch. Catch.
Catch. Catch.
Good. Ch. Okay. Now we're going to try to take away the first T sound in that, where your tongue tip kind of touches the top of your mouth. So we're going to say cash, cash,
Cash. Cash.
Good. Okay. So moving on to modification of other sounds, we're going to start by saying s, s, s. Good. And now what we're going to do, we're going to make the sound, it's going to feel a little bit farther back in your mouth, and it's going to sound kind of like the sound you'd make for a kiddo with like an airplane. So it's going to sound like this. And so what's going to happen, your mouth is sort of like a smile right now. And what you want to do is you want to have your lips kind of come forward as the sound moves farther back in your mouth. So like I said, kind of like that airplane sound, it's going to sound windier. So less of a high-pitched kind of whistle of s to more of the windy sound of sh. So just that little auditory cue can help sometimes. So let's try that. Good. Now let's see if we can start just with a shh. Good. Okay, so now we're going to move on to phonetic placement. And this is similar to modification of other sounds, but instead of just giving the cues, he's also going to have a mirror to actually see what he's doing. So if you would like to hold that in your left hand and just wherever it's comfortable so you can see your mouth. And then I'm going to use a tongue depressor, and this is going to be just to touch the edges of his mouth, or excuse me, the edges of his tongue and his upper teeth, just to give a little bit of that feedback, that sensory feedback. So if you'd please stick out your tongue. So we want right there and right there to touch your back upper teeth. So you want that to come in contact with it, the back sides of your tongue to touch your upper back teeth, and then your tongue tip is going to be free. It's not touching the top, it's not touching the bottom. And so what we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing where we say s, but again, we're going to move it back and look at your mouth when you say the S sound. S. So your lips are spread. Instead, we're going to have them come together, not quite like you're blowing a kiss, but more like this. Shh. 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 So we can do the same thing where we start with the S sound and we move it forward. But if you think about your tongue edges touching the back, and then watch your lips move forward, do that while you change the sound. So good. Thanks, Dr. Bland.